Hey guys, welcome back. I like achievement hunting. It's fun to accomplish everything in the game. I play the majority of my games on Steam nowadays, so I personally hunt for Steam achievements. And while I do like doing that, and there's things I love about the system, there's things I'm also not a fan of. And that's what this video is, 5 likes and 5 dislikes about Steam achievements. I'm going to try and keep this list more so focused on the actual system sort of things, but I apologize if I talk about my problems with the achievements themselves, which I'll also discuss my problems with certain types of achievements in another video. Let's start with dislikes. My first dislike about achievement hunting on Steam is by far the cheating problems. Most serious achievement trackers are on tracking sites such as Steam Hunters, where this type of behavior isn't much of an issue, and the users of the site agree by the rules to play fair and avoid cheating. But for those who don't use the site, there are cheating tools that obtain achievements in illegitimate methods that I do not provide or support in any ways, and I will tell you they do end up getting you banned from achievement tracking sites, so don't use them without meeting said requirements. This can be a huge turnoff from achievement hunting in the first place, so why would you go out of your way and take time out of your day to accomplish something in a video game when someone could just cheat and do what you just did in like 2 seconds? It's honestly pretty demotivating to think about. Achievements are all about the challenge and the reward. For half of that to be taken away just leaves nothing but a hollow victory, where you never improved yourself. Let's move on. The second dislike I have with achievement hunting is achievement spam. Ever see that person with the weird ass anime girls or whatever it is on their profile and be like, how the hell does this person have 1 million achievements? It's most definitely a case of achievement spam. Not only do these people tend to cheat in all the achievements for every game they own instead of actually playing them, they buy crappy games and inflate their achievement count to make them look cool. Like, you're not cool. These games take all the satisfaction out of earning achievements and just give you them. It's really dumb. It's not bad to play them from time to time, but when I look at your completions and I just see a sea of 5,000 achievements, 0.1 hour played, I only feel sorry for you, man. Like, what the hell are you doing? Third dislike with Steam achievement hunting is the restricted system. If you don't know about the restricted system, certain games are restricted before they reach a certain sales quota or whatever it is on Steam, which will then cause the game to get unrestricted. While the game is restricted, however, the game is stuck at a maximum of 100 achievements. Its achievements will not count towards your profile, and you can't even show them off on your profile. This was mostly done to limit achievement spam games, which sounds great on pen and paper, but the majority of achievement spam games end up getting through this restricted system anyway, meaning it ends up doing more harm than good, and it just ends up causing underrated games to have less attention on them because their achievements don't count. If Valve truly wanted something done with achievement spam, they probably could have just stopped accepting 5k achievement games and put a more reasonable cap instead of making the whole restricted system. I honestly don't know why they didn't just do that. For the fourth dislike I have with Steam's system, it's DLCs ruining 100% games. I am definitely not a fan of buying DLC, especially for games I already 100%ed. So when developers include achievements locked behind the cost of a DLC, which in turn makes it required for 100%, it pisses me off. As much as I don't like PlayStation, I gotta admit that they did this part right. Having a platinum trophy that you obtain after getting all the base game achievements and then making updates and DLCs their own thing for 100% was a good idea. It's honestly one of the things I wish was implemented the most from this video, and it could obviously still be something separate from the ribbon that you get for a complete 100%, but allowing you to show it off in the completionist showcase. Updates are less egregious with this issue, and it's still a pain in the ass when you have that game that will update numerous times with one new achievement, cough cough, Vampire Survivors, or have a bunch of DLCs with like 2 achievements associated, cough cough, coloring pixels, cough cough. And for the final one, I gotta bring up the lack of a cool notification sound. I personally have a program that uses the API to play a custom notification sound for achievements, rare achievements, and 100%. I felt that Steam barely has any cool achievement notification sound. In fact, it's actually reused by the notifications when you get a new friend request, a trade offer, or whatever. I believe they could have done way better for what they currently have for it. And that's gonna wrap up the dislikes. Let's start with likes now. So for the first like, I want to bring up the showcases that you can put on your profile to show off things like what achievements you're proud of and what games you actually completed. They're a great way to add a bit of flair to your profile and show people what games you're into, and I believe this is a very good thing to have. The only thing that could possibly make it better is the removal restricted system, so I can show off achievements for games that are currently restricted. On to my second like, I'm gonna select the fact that you can see what achievements your friends are unlocking in the activity feed. It's a great way to see what gems your friends are playing that are definitely not NSFW, guys, trust me. And get some game recommendations while also giving you something to talk about. Mine personally, it's just filled with spam, so I don't use much of it, but I'm very sure other people definitely appreciate this part of the activity feed. The third thing I like is the guides feature. For most games, you can pretty easily find an achievement guide right on Steam for the achievements category in the guides section of the game, because people tend to make achievement guides pretty often on Steam, and it's definitely a huge help when achievements differ from console versions, and a guide for the console version doesn't apply. It's built right into Steam, and it's actually very easy to look at it while playing a game, so that makes it very helpful in my eyes. I personally really love it. Number 4 is something very specific, but it's actually going to be the fact that not all games are forced to have achievements. It sounds pretty odd to talk about that in an achievement hunting video. It's actually something I personally kind of like, as it means the developer has more freedom with the involvement of achievements in their game. And obviously it's going to be way better if they're included as opposed to being forced in, especially with indie games. Personal excellent example with this is probably Undertale. On Steam, it's got no achievements, and that makes complete sense with the way Undertale works, and it doesn't affect the gameplay at all in my opinion. Meanwhile, on PlayStation, yeah, have fun donating 500 gold to Dog Shrine 1G at a time. I honestly commend Toby, my bad, for doing that, because he was forced to include trophies and achievements. Good on him. I would recommend Toby Fox's games. And finally, for the last topic of the video, this is kind of generic, but I just like getting them. It's fun to rise up to the challenge of trying to fully complete everything the game has to offer, and it's something I'd recommend to more people. And it's just for one simple game. Who knows, you might like it, and you might want to start actually achievement hunting. Give it a shot. That's gonna wrap up this video. I'm glad I got to talk about this. Achievement hunting is a really big pastime of mine recently. Before I leave, I just wanted to say at 80 subs, I'm going to be doing Desert Bus live on stream for people to watch. So if that interests you, then be sure to subscribe for future uploads, which I'm already thinking of what I want to upload next. And that's gonna be it. Thank you for watching, guys. Comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you another time. Bye bye.